Community Viewpoint with John Pawlak and Maria Hurst.
And welcome once again to Community Viewpoint. I'm John Pawlak, your host for this segment. Since we're uploading everything to YouTube, we're doing 2 segments each week, so this will be a 14-minute segment. Our first segment will be dealing with, we have our guests today are from Valley Electric Co-op. We have with us Dax Whittle, Community Communications Coordinator at Valley Electric, and Susan Fisher, Executive Vice President, Government Relations and Marketing. You've been here before, but you weren't a permanent party, but now you're back, and welcome once again.
Thank you.
We've met before. We talked about other things like Burning Man and stuff, but we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. So the first segment today is going to be dealing with it's like a little, not a credit card, but it's like a savings card. It's called a Co-op Connections card. There it is, up there. You'll see this on the Valley Electric website. I was given these cards the other day when I went over. I couldn't leave the Valley Electric without my own cards. And I've gone online to see what they actually do. They save us, what did it say, 10 to 60% on the paperwork. And Dax, I believe you're the expert with this. And tell us what we can do with these cards and how they could save us money, if you would, please.
Well, there's a select amount of businesses in the community that will give you a discount if you show them that card. All of the pharmacies in town, they'll give you a discount once you show them that card.
Right, I went onto the page for the pharmacies, and basically it gave me every pharmacy in town. There it is. All 5 of them are there. Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, Family Pharmacy, and Smith's. And I believe you said this works with, it depends on what the product is also that you're picking up. You can, when you're paying for it, you can show them the card and get the discount?
It depends on what your what insurance plan you have. Your insurance may have, what the pharmacies agree to do is they provide the discount. They don't get reimbursed by Touchstone Energy, which is the company that we've partnered with to be able to provide this to our members. So the pharmacy agrees to give the discounts, and the other businesses involved in this, in order to get your business in there. So depending on what insurance you already have, if you have insurance, it may not be applicable to you, but if your insurance doesn't cover a specific prescription, then you use that, and so just always pull it out, always give it a try, and at the pharmacy they're very familiar with this, and they'll let you know.
Well, yeah, they usually bend over backwards trying to, because they know we're not the richest people in the world here. It's economic times are bad, and they go out of their way, the pharmacies that I've gone to in town, trying to help you get the least amount of money that you're paying for the prescription.
And there are a lot of other businesses too that accept this, but these cards are accepted across the country. So when you go, if you're traveling on vacation, you can use this anywhere. Pull it out and ask. Most of them will honor it, because there are a lot of rural co-ops across the nation. You don't have to be in a rural area to use a rural co-op card or a Cooperative Connections card. Our members here in our service territory alone have saved just shy of $100,000 since January 1 on prescriptions alone. That's not counting meals or furniture or anything else, any other purchases here. Just on prescriptions, nearly $100,000 since January. That's a lot of money.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah. And I have to find, I have to scrimp and save it at my tender age. I can be in retirement. One of these days I will retire.
Use that card often.
I will, and I'm. When did this start?
Oh, when did this start? About a year
ago?
I think about a year ago.
Yeah.
I've been Dax, but thanks to Linda Cass, she thrust this in my hand, and I've been doing some research online, and it's okay. It's good.
We have lots of the cards at the office, so just stop by the office and
And actually, you don't
set up.
have to do that. You could download it.
You can.
Yeah, so
indeed.
I saw that too, but I had my little cards already. And you said there's food on here too?
There are restaurants that order it as well, yes.
So this is it's a new wealth that we have amongst ourselves, so we have the ability to save a little bit more money thanks to our own cooperative, and we appreciate everything that we can, any way we can save money. I think we have the website on there for this, www.vea. That's what we call it, Coop, Co-op, C-O-O-P. So we have that available for you too. What are some of the other things that we can glean off of this that we haven't mentioned? You said furniture. We have
All sorts of things. Dax, you've got a list there of local ones.
Payless Mini Storage, Auto World, Beauty Supplies and Service, C&L Mini Storage, Cook's Ice, DCI Motors, Death Valley Bead and Rock Company, Desert Shade and Solar Screens. They put my solar screens in, as a matter of fact. I saved a lot of money after I put solar screens.
Oh yeah, we should all have that, and that saves us money. Our electric bills will go down, and Valley Electric won't make those extra bucks. But they tell us to do that, and they help us. And
We
they
coach
also,
you on it. Yep.
And you also give us the folks come out to give us energy audit too.
Yes.
Yep.
Uh,
In fact, Dax has done a lot of.
Yeah, I've
He's
done
sort
a
of
lot
a
of-
master of all trades. Or jack of all trades. Has been doing energy audits as well, and hopefully we'll have him full time in our department and get him out of the homes. But he does a really good job. He and Randy Nolan from the company as well. They go out and do the energy audits and help advise people. They'll walk around the house, and you can certainly describe this better, but it's been interesting for me to see, because after they go into a member's home and they give them the tips, they send them a letter also with just reiterating, here's what we recommend that you do to save energy.
So you have it in writing too, so
You
in
have it
case
in
you
writing.
forgot it.
Go
yeah.
back and check off your list, and maybe you can only afford to do one or two of the things at a time, like replace the incandescent bulbs or things like that. Just each month, check something else off the list.
Do you still have incandescent bulbs? I'm involved with the Earth Day event, and Rebecca and the folks over at Valley Electric have given us cases and cases of the CFLs. People who didn't want them in the beginning told you, oh, you can't have that because they break and you get all this mercury. Ladies and gentlemen, you get a lot of mercury in the tuna fish you eat, so you're ingesting that constantly. And the CFL that you have has a tiny bit of mercury in it, about this as much as the tip of this pen, and nowadays especially. And the fact is, you may never break it. And really, they save us a lot of money. A 60-watt bulb is actually, if it's a CFL, it's only 13 watts. So
Yeah, we give 6 CFL light bulbs when we do our energy audits, and most of the people after a 60-watt bulb, 6 of them, that's 360 watts. So it ends up being 256 watts that they end up saving after we give the bulbs that we give them.
And some people complain about it's a different type of light. Well, you can go to Home Depot and they have different light frequencies too, so you could see they're warm, a little bit cool. But incandescent lights are like that too. You can
Oh,
have
absolutely.
Yeah, so.
And you need to look at the lumens. You look at the lumens that's the important thing with these light bulbs, is to pick the lumens that you want, so the amount of light that's coming out. They're pricey. They're not inexpensive, but the savings is tremendous, and they last much, much longer. Some of them have lifespan of 25 years, 22
Yes.
to 25 years.
For some reason, about 3 or 4 years ago, it was either Home Depot or, it was Fry's over in Las Vegas. They were in a 99-cent store. They were 50 cents, 49 cents. They were so cheap back then.
Wow.
There was a huge push on them then, but now they've gone up in price. Probably because of the rare earths that are in there. There's a long story. It's from China, and it's hard to get some of the rare earths. But they were selling them so cheap. I was able to bring those in with the ones from Valley Electric and the other ones that I I got paid back from it. Don't worry about that, from the town. But we handed those out for Earth Day events and things like that.
Oh, wow.
But we got them out to the folks as much as we can to switch over to the CFLs, because it's such a cost savings, and hopefully we alleviated some of the fears that the people had with the CFLs. But it's the thing to do if you haven't got them. They keep your house cooler too, because your incandescent bulbs, you cannot touch them because they're so hot.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. We have one member who said that she was concerned about her power bill because she said a large home and a lot of lights in it, and a lot of the can lights, and she headed to Home Depot and changed some out, and she's religious about checking her V meter.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where you log into your own account, and it's password protected, and you can see what your usage is on by hour, by day, by week, by month. Compare it with last year, the same month last year, or the same day last year, or find another day with the same temperature, and it'll tell you what the temperature was on that day. So you can see your usage on an hourly basis. And when she changed them out, she noticed a significant change on her power bill. So she thought, wow, well, if a handful of them did that much, what'll my whole house do? And she just goes and cleans out Home Depot every now and then, and she's got her house almost all switched over, and she's saved a significant amount of money.
Great. Let's get back to the Coop connections card, the co-op connection card, because that's what we're talking about, this 15-minute segment. But that also is extremely important. But please go on the website for Valley Electric and see what it is, and go fish around there and see, get more information. I'm sure Dax or the good people at Valley Electric will give you more information on it if you do that, and have that information too. And you can visit with Dax too, right? You
Yes.
Come over there, yes. And you're there from 9 to 5 or 8 to 5?
8 to 5.
Yes. So if you have some questions, you can call 727-5312. Right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, and you can ask for Dax, or just the lady, whoever answers the phone. I'm sure that they probably could help you too.
Mm-hmm.
But so the co-op connection card, and I'll be using it for the pharmacy, but there's many other uses for this. And like you said, this can be used throughout the United States, and it's not just for here. But it also helps our own stores here, our own people, like you mentioned, the ice at Cook's Ice, and different retailers in town too. So you'd be more apt to be spending the money over here if you had the card too. So please check that out, and please see how much you can save also. So we're in the last minute. We will be back with another segment with these two good people, and I will be back with you also. Remember, we're doing 2 14-minute segments because of the way we bring everything up to YouTube nowadays. So I thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you on the flip side. Okay, thank you very much.